Hey guys, so I rarely do one of these, but lately I've been kind of compelled or drawn to do so, because I haven't really, truthfully speaking, been journaling my time with God as I should have been. I guess life just gets busier, sometimes you feel like you should focus on other things for a while, but something drew me back in lately, and it's just like a collective message. And I was just sitting outside absorbing the sunlight a bit, and I felt compelled to share. And maybe I can start doing more of these, maybe once a month, once a week. We'll see how it goes. There's no pressure to do these, but this is what came in the spirit, and I'm going to talk about a dream I had at the end of this video. But be still, my child. Be still, my child. And then he said, for I am with you. So I'm not really sure if this is an exact quote, but this is what came through in the spirit. The first thing I wrote on November 28th, 2 days ago. And I felt like in the spirit, a lot of people were, not only myself, but a lot of people were in movement. Were doing a lot, working hard, maybe working 2-3 jobs. And I felt like now is the time to be still. Now is the time to rest, relax, recover, and heal. And that was the message. And it's like, he's with us. So we have to kind of focus on that. And just a disclaimer for those like, whoa, what is he talking about? I used to do God vlogs. I think I used to call them that. Or a couple years ago, every day I'd post some things that God would share. I'd post a personal message. And I think it's very inspiring, even if you don't believe. I respect everyone's opinion and belief. I'm never going to push my beliefs on other people, but I wanted to make that very clear. And then he shared with me also, find comfort, serenity, and peace within me. And to me, that says, whenever he says within me, it's in a sense, it's within yourself as well, because you're a part of his offspring, his seed, no? Am I wrong? I'm pretty sure I understood that part by now. So in a sense, you not only find comfort, serenity, and peace within him, within yourself. How can you be at peace within yourself? How can you find serenity within yourself? How can you find this comfort within yourself? Are you okay when you walk in public? Do you feel confident in yourself, comfortable in your own skin? Not insecure, not self-conscious, not doubtful, not the things that, as I say, the devil wants us to believe, right? That we're losers, that we're not good enough, that even believing is a lie, right? Like sometimes we have doubts in ourselves, like, is this really the way? Is this really the path for me? So then he made me write the words comfort, serenity, and peace, like comfort at the top, serenity in the middle, peace at the bottom. So it made CSP and then equals God. It's like, my first impression was DNA. Like, how DNA strands have the letters A and H and whatever the heck they have. I don't know, C, B, D. And they're all like, that's how they write DNA and with the letters, right? It's like his DNA is like CSP, right? That's so out of the ordinary of what our DNA would look like. So that's what it looked like to me. And that I feel like that's what he wanted me to write. And CSP will also help you remember comfort, C for comfort, S for serenity, P for peace, right? So I don't know. It's almost like comfort, serenity, and peace is in his DNA. So he wants us to have that, what's within him. I don't know. So, then he said to me personally, but I think this is also for you guys as well, find it in your heart to forgive others for their behaviors. And because I was supposed to receive something like a package or a gift or something in the mail, and then this woman made kind of like a rude gesture at me. Like she kind of insisted I hurry up because I don't know why. I was just like very slow. Sometimes when I first connect with people, I read their energy and I don't even listen to what they're saying because I want to see, like, is this person trying to screw me over? Like, is this lady coming to my door to have me sign a document that's not even real? and she's trying to, like, I don't know, take my money or something. So I didn't, you always should be aware what you sign, right? What if it was a fake UPS lady, right? So she was kind of like this, like, come on. Like, she was like gesturing at me to hurry up with the signature. And so, she didn't know what I was going through, because I've been scammed before. So in my heart, and of course I need to work on that, is the fear of just like, dumping my finances to something that's not worth it, So in a sense, he said, find it in your heart to forgive others for their behaviors. And he said, don't forgive the gesture, forgive the person. You don't have to forgive what they did. You have to forgive the person. And I don't like the word have to. You don't have to do anything, But it's highly suggested to, right? To live a peaceful life. Because that's what the Bible's about, is living. That's why they call it the book of life. It's a guidebook, basically, on how to live. And it's just a suggestion, really. It's full of metaphors. You can interpret it however you want. What's in your heart, right? So he said, don't forgive the gesture, forgive the person, and then let it go. Like big, bold letters underlined, let it go. And that's something I struggle with. I don't know if it's OCD or ADHD or whatever. Look, I don't care. I'm not diagnosing myself, but I struggle with letting things go. I do. And I feel like this is quite an important message for everyone. And he wanted you to know that you are incredible and you accomplish things with incredible speed and accuracy. So don't doubt yourself for 1 second, and don't be hard on yourself. Just keep going. You're doing great. And you don't have to do anything. Give it some time. So whatever you're pondering about, your mind's, I'm not farting, I promise. That's my chair. It's a very old chair. Give whatever's on your heart some time to process. You don't have to do a darn thing. This is what I wanted to share also. Everyone has been wondering why 2024, next year, is so difficult to predict. And he said, this gave me goosebumps. 2024 is difficult to predict because the time gets shorter. Has not the time been going faster and faster, guys? The time gets shorter and faster. So the timelines are all jumbled. So there could be 100 different outcomes per day. That's what's causing the time to go faster. He's making it go faster. Too many possible outcomes. There will be flashes in the sky. I don't know what that means. It freaked me out a little. My first impression was lightning, a lot of storm, rain. Could be, I don't know, a lot of otherworldly things. You never know. But this is what he said. And this is why even a lot of tarot readers like myself cannot tap into what next year will be like, because of the timelines. Because you would be predicting thousands of different timelines. And you wouldn't know. And all the psychic intuitives, they're struggling. They're struggling to figure out what, when, how, why, who. And I feel like I want to say almost this just downloaded. This is God's ear. This is why it's so hard to read, We can't truly know who God is at the end of the day. Because it's so big and powerful and beyond our measure. Then he said, why would you worry? See how amazing it is? He said, why would you worry, right? Like, why would you even worry what those bolts in the sky are, right? Those flashes, actually, in the sky. Then he said loud and clear, don't concern yourself with a, quote, love life. That's not something you have to worry about. So any of you single out there, you don't have to concern yourself with a partner necessarily. Sometimes you're supposed to be alone. Sometimes you're put aside to be by yourself for a reason. And then the right time will come. And it's okay if it never comes. That's the peace you have to find. The comfort knowing you don't need anyone to give you that peace and comfort. Makes sense? There is nothing you should or shouldn't do. It just is. I think that was powerful. And relax. Take it easy. Don't overexert yourself. To no return. Sometimes we work our jobs to no return. We just keep going and going. What's the point? Who are you? What are you actually focusing? Are you focusing on him and the love you have in your heart? Or are you focusing only on your job? What needs focus? What needs change? What needs a new direction? Everything will fall into place in order. Divine timing. I think divine timing is often neglected and ignored, and it's one of the most powerful things of all. In fact, there are even billionaires who wait and hire astrologers for the right time to sign contracts. Yes, this is actually true. There's power in divine timing, the divinity of time. And I think this links kind of with 2024 because, again, time is so going to be faster that it's going to be hard to do things the way you want because it will be so unexpected. A lot of happening at once. So just keep it in mind. Take everything one day at a time. Don't do everything in one whole day. All right? Powerful stuff. And understand that you will be okay if you have growth in your life or not. Enjoy the growth. Enjoy the not growth. I love that. And he also said, I will show you a new thing soon. So let this be comfort and reassurance for you, for whatever you're going through. And this downloaded also this morning, you know. I used to think like, oh, a world where we were all paid equally would be the ideal world. And now I look back and regret saying that. Here's a better world. A world where everyone is equally abundant, rich beyond measure, like abundance, but everyone has abundance. In a sense, equally. A world where everyone is equally abundant is the right world to live. I think that's powerful. Because a world where everyone gets a paycheck for $2,000 a month, that will cause a lot of issues, right? I won't go there. But a world where everyone has so much abundance, could you imagine? Like how happy everyone would be? I think that would be an ideal world. Yeah. So, I don't know. That just downloaded, so I thought I'd share. And then I open the Bible to a random passage. And here we have Romans 2, God's righteous judgment. Therefore, you are inexcusable, O man, whoever you are. And this is from the New King James Version of the Bible. Therefore, you are inexcusable, O man, whoever you are, who judge. For in whatever you judge another, you condemn yourself. For you who judge practice the same things. So, yeah, being mindful of our judgments to others, I think being conscious of it, you know, is quite crucial to a happier existence because referring back to abundance, if one man has a private jet and you have not a private jet, right? And you who doesn't have will judge that man who has. And maybe that man who has will judge you for not having. Hey, can go both ways, right? Nobody wins though. Nobody wins in that scenario because you're both judging each other. And what's the point too? Why are you judging? Why are you not the one going after what you want to dream for in your heart? And I guess this is a message for me too, because sometimes, you know, I focus or worry on so much. And I used to be this way a lot on what others are doing that I neglect my own needs, you know. So, again, powerful stuff, guys. I hope I shared everything that connects with you. Again, I'm not sure. I'm not like ever too comfortable doing these. I don't know why. But I just felt in the spirit compelled to share today something you all might have wanted to know. All right. So take care. God bless you guys. Love and light. And I hope you are enjoying yourselves. And truly, I hope you're having a peaceful comforting, serene day. Be well. Take care. I almost forgot. I forgot to share this dream that I've had. So I hardly dream prophetic dreams, visions, those sort of things, you know. I'm just not gifted in that department. I'm more intuitive in my waking hours rather than my sleep hours. I find that I have a lot of odd, weird, strange, what's a lot of people call nightmare dreams, but they don't really scare me because I know I'm just dreaming. So I'll dream and I know I'm in the dream. Not lucid dreaming, but very close to it, to where it doesn't freak me out. I never really have bad dreams, if you know what I mean. Maybe when I was younger, but not nowadays. So, but this dream caught my eye. So there was a friend I've had about 8, 9, 10 years ago almost, and she was a believer. She was a born again, and she met this partner, and I happened to be friends with her in high school, and then I crossed paths with her in college, and out of nowhere, there was this guy that was sitting next to me every day eating a salad. I had no idea that was her boyfriend. And so just like out of nowhere, I saw her one day at the end of the school year in 2015. And I said hi to her, and you know, she said, "Oh my gosh, I've seen you on YouTube. You're all big and crazy now," right? So, and then we ended up hanging out and going to the mall. And so she then told me that she was a believer. And back then I was not. I was hardcore atheist, hardcore total opposite direction. And there's nothing wrong with that. Everyone has a different path and journey in life. And I respect that. And I just, anything she said in one ear out the other had no resonance with me whatsoever. But then she blocked me, and I didn't take it too personally. I just kind of knew what was going on because she had a very jealous partner, unfortunately, and he showed up at the mall just to make sure there was no funny business going on, and that was, well, you know, very unfortunate, you know, and there's that, you know, he probably ended up blocking me out of jealousy. I don't know, but yeah, so we went different paths, and I made peace with it, and there's that. And I haven't thought much about her really since, but I had a dream about her, and it's as if we were friends again, and I met up with her, and she was telling me, come over my house. And so I quickly did, and she was showing me these x-ray scans, and I said, okay, what is this? What is going on? I don't know what this is, what this looks like. It looks foreign to me. What is this? And she said, Tony, this is my uterus, and I was supposed to have a baby. In fact, I'm having a baby. I have the baby now. And she showed me, and she didn't have a belly, but in the spirit, like the spirit showed like a full, like 8-month-old belly, right? But her actual physical belly was flat. So that was peculiar. And then she was focusing me back to the x-rays. My eyes were drawn to there. And so there was this womb, and then there was this, like, the baby was like this reddish color, but then there was this huge green kidney bean looking color above the baby. And I said, okay, what is this? What are you showing me? And she said, that green is the tumor. And she said, Tony, I have a large tumor they have to remove, but if they remove it, the baby will not make it, unfortunately. So just keep in mind, this is a dream I had, okay? It's not real. Hands shaking. And I said, okay, wow, oh my gosh, you know, I don't know what to say. Like, I was just freaking out. And then I suddenly woke up out of the dream. It's like she was really, before though, she was really insisting that I go, that she get this removed, but she doesn't want to lose the child, right? But in the spirit, her spirit self was telling me, go get that checked, go get that checked. But it wasn't for me. I felt like it was either for her, something's going on with her right now, but also the collective. So I feel like compelled to share this message with you and say, this was specifically for you because I associate her with being a born again because that's what she told me. And when I had the dream about her, that's how I interpreted it in the spirit upon awakening. And so I didn't freak out when I woke up, but I just kind of was like, oh, I miss her. You know, I hope she's okay. I hope that's not actually happening to her. Because I've had dreams where things actually happened and they told me in the dream, and then the next day I find out that's actually true. So I felt like to share, to say, go get that checked. Whatever you are worried about, maybe you have a hidden health issue, unknown pain, side effect, something, go get it checked. This is your video to tell you to do so, because maybe it could be something greater and you're not really aware. But also, have discernment, talk to God about it, if you feel compelled to. So I think that was the message. And I think a lot of the dream was about also like the unexpected, right? Like a new thing, as I mentioned, a new thing will come in your life, but it doesn't have to be a bad thing. Sometimes what you look at as a curse would actually be a blessing, right? Like maybe she was not, I don't know, that sounds awful. How would I compare it to her situation? I don't know. Maybe there's a situation where, they can remove it and save the child, right? Like something like that. So I feel like maybe this has a lot to do with the younger generation, the youth, the children, the kids you have in general. This could be a spiritual warning message that to watch out for them, look out for them. I've been feeling that a lot in the spirit lately as well, that they need our protection, our guidance, And even if something's going on with your kid, right, like to use discernment, if they're having that cough and it's getting worse, like, or something, just like they slip and fell, but that wound is not healing. Yeah, stuff like that. Like we think, oh, we're just going to ignore it or stuff. Something happened with my dog recently, and I'm actually going tomorrow to get it examined. Wish me well on that and prayers, because, yeah, so but again, I know a lot of these messages apply to me too, because it was my dream at the end of the day. But again, it just something told me, just sitting outside, share this message. People need to hear this message as well. So yeah, go get something checked. It could be something in the home, like, oh, I didn't know that leak was going to happen, or I need to repair that thing. And yeah, so take care of what you need to take care of now, because it might be difficult next year. I don't know. There's this urgency to say, hey, things are not going to be the same as they were this year, all calm and peaceful for the most part, right? So there's that, guys. Thank you. God bless, love, and light.